Hi, fellow Democrats and everybody. Good evening and welcome to a brand new day. To those who do not yet know my name, I'm Akin Babatola. I'm the current chair of the Santa Cruz County Democratic Party's Ways and Means Committee, and we're the hosts for this event. Welcome to a brand new day. Our celebration of the inauguration of the presidency of Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris signals a brand new day in American political life, a day in which the efforts of millions of Americans to defend democracy itself from the ravages of populism on the wings of a mendacious regime is being celebrated. And a day in which the local Democratic Party has put together a show celebrating the resistance at the local grassroots level through these last 4 years and our cooperation across the country that ultimately saw the deep red state of Georgia become a blue state. It's truly an event worthy of our celebration. And tonight we've put together a program laced with great music from the very best of the truly progressive local talents that Santa Cruz has to offer. I encourage you to pay attention, listen, be stimulated, be inspired by anybody and everybody who's listened to and seen the videos and the presentations of these great artists. All of them are also of the progressive bent. The selection of artists and their works to acknowledge the rigors and toils of all of you, and indeed of all of us, is meant to inspire support for the future. So you're going to hear us every now and then. We're going to appeal for your funds, because without that, it's a little more difficult than it already is. So you're going to hear us every now and then pipe in and ask, and if you need to, there's somebody in the background that would show you the links to contribute funds. I guarantee you, though, that you'll be moved both emotionally and physically to the rhymes, rhythms, and videos from these great artists. Our brand new day not only celebrates the victories along the way, we celebrate the emergence in Georgia, as I stated earlier, of two unique individuals as senators. You have a Black reverend and a Jewish man from that state. They were both inaugurated today also, just a couple of hours ago, after the national inaugural event that we're spotlighting tonight. This achievement was earned with a lot of local investment of time, of money, of travels, and of toils. Some of the people we're going to be able to highlight. Of course, we can't highlight everybody, but please recognize them along with us as we showcase them throughout the event. Finally, I am proud to hand off to Adele Gardner, who will spearhead all the presentation tonight and has been, and the program has been put together assiduously by all the members of the Ways and Means Committee, many of whom you do not know, and we don't have the opportunity to highlight them tonight. But through the year, I guarantee you, you're going to see more of them. They're worthy of our celebration, and I salute them. Thank you, Adele.
Hey, welcome to a brand new day. How are you all feeling? I mean, I'm so excited. What's the thing that got you? Today, we're in the Paris climate accord again. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. So in the chat, if you want to say what it was that got you today, we'd love to hear it. It's a great place to list. We want to hear what's going on with you guys there. I have my glass of bubbly. I have my pearls. Somewhere around here, I have my aviator glasses. So I am ready tonight. We're ready to dance, to sing, to laugh, and pleased to shake off the last 4 years. We have a new president. We have President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, and it's just a great night. During the course of this party, please note in the chat what you did to get this new day for us. Tell us what you did. And if you can think of someone else that did something you want to shout out to them, give them a little note too. That's great. This evening is about us. It's about the volunteers. It's about the people that got it done. This evening, we will be sharing 3 videos. Thanks so much to Aliza, Hava, and Heather Houston and Extra Large for sharing your music and your inspiration. Thank you to each of you who shared photos. I think you'll be especially moved by the photos from Kevin Painchaud, especially his Say Their Name series that's in this first video. Yeah, I think you'll be moved. I think you'll enjoy them. On November 8th, 2016, the world was laid bare. Our country had elected a person to the presidency whose character was completely antithetical to the values that we believed in. It seemed impossible. We had to face the truth about our country. Many, many people shared the values of the person that just got elected. We had to wake up to the truth about America. We had work to do. A bright pink pussy hat birthed the resistance. A group of women came together and answered a national call, and the National Women's March was born. Thousands of people marched downtown. It was the largest public gathering in the history of Santa Cruz. Official estimates had the crowd ranging from 8,000 to 16,000 people. The following 4 years were more outrageous than we could have imagined. Immigration bans, incarceration of children, destruction of the environment, attacks on voting rights, a pandemic poorly managed, and the egregious killing of Black citizens left our country reeling. Every new outrage was rebuked by people who organized and called us to action. From March for Science to Say Their Names, we chose to respond with compassion, humor, creativity. We chose to show up for one another. This is us. This is how we rise.
My sister's been battered and used. My child
I hope you all enjoyed that brief but moving piece by Aliza, a local and great artist. And I recommend her music. She has a great collection of music for everybody and for almost any mood that you want. And you're going to hear more of her and from her in the program. Next, we're going to introduce 3 videos from our special guests who, because of the COVID crisis, are themselves not available tonight. But we're going to have in sequence 3 videos, one from Esteem Delaney. She is the first and only woman to be elected state superintendent of public instruction in the state of California. And she's a professor of education by training. And after that, we're going to have Eleni Kounakis, the lieutenant governor of this great state of California and a former ambassador to Hungary from 2010 through 2013. And finally, we're going to have a video from Honorable John Leopold, who was elected to our Board of Supervisors' first district in 2008, 2012, and 2016. And without further ado, please introduce the videos.
Congratulations, Santa Cruz Democrats. It is a great day for all of us and for our country. The 85% voter turnout number in Santa Cruz County is truly inspiring. It shows what can happen when engaged community members work together on a mission. I am grateful to all of you who made that happen. Today is a celebration of hope and optimism, winning over despair and fear. All who are here today who helped make that happen have good reason to celebrate, and I celebrate you. I know we can learn from your efforts and replicate them all over our beautiful state. You know, since I was a child, I've enjoyed the many times I have visited your breathtakingly beautiful county. And I look forward to the time we can safely celebrate together in person and continue to chart a course for a brilliant future for all who call California home. Stay safe, be well, and thank you for being an inspiration and for including me in your celebration.
Hello, Santa Cruz Democrats. I am so glad to be with you this evening in support of the Santa Cruz Democratic Party and to celebrate the inauguration of the 46th President of the United States, Joseph R. Biden, and California's very own Vice President Kamala Harris. I want to take this time to thank you for all that you did to help us win the White House, the Senate, and keep our House majority. Your activism and participation in our democracy, whether it was by texting voters in Georgia, serving as a poll worker, calling voters in Pennsylvania, or donating what you could to races across the country, you made today possible. Take this time to celebrate the history we made together. We have restored decency and honor to the White House, and I look forward to working with you toward a brighter, more hopeful future.
Hi, this is John Leopold, and I want to extend my appreciation to all the volunteers who helped make this year's election campaigns a success. We would not have President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris or 2 new senators from Georgia without the hard work of volunteers. When you walk precincts, knocking on doors, when you make phone calls, when you write postcards, you are fulfilling the greatest promise of democracy. I know that in all my campaigns that volunteers have been critical to my success. And when we see that kind of action, it really makes a difference on the local level, the state level, and the national level. If we continue to be effective volunteers, we can ensure that we have healthcare access for all, that we protect reproductive rights, that we have effective public health strategies, and we have an economic policies that benefit everyone, not just the wealthiest. I again want to express my appreciation for all the volunteers who helped us bring us to today, and I look forward to working with you in the future to make sure that we continue to have democratic victories. Thanks for all your work.
Indivisible was a powerhouse. Angela Marshall, Olivia Millard, and others organized countless rallies and writing events. They were the quick response team. Anything that happened, they were there. There was something to do. Before COVID, you could meet people, drink wine, get out the vote, and change the world at events all over the county.
Hello, everyone. Angela here with Santa Cruz Indivisible. Thank you so much for including us in your program today. On behalf of the Santa Cruz Indivisible management team and our 4,000 or so members, we want to say thank you. Thank you to all of our Democrat clubs and our fellow grassroots organizations that have chapters here, Swing Left, Sister District, Flip the West. Boy, we accomplished a lot and we learned a lot. And for a lot of people, it was their first time ever becoming active in the political process. And now we're all trained. We're ready to move forward. We know how to make the change. And there's a lot more work to be done moving ahead these next 4 years. But today, I think we need to celebrate all of you. We all graduated together through this last 4 years. We're ready to move. And also, we need to be very thankful and celebrate everyone and all of your hard work for getting a blue House, a blue Senate, and a Democrat in the Oval Office. It's very exciting. It's very exciting to have our first female Black Vice President, Kamala Harris, to move forward women and allow for future women to lead. Thank you all. I know it's been tough. We met as strangers and didn't know hardly anyone, and we've formed many close friendships and bonds along the way. So that's our silver lining. Together, we have a stronger community, and we have a lot of work to do. So let's celebrate today, and tomorrow, let's plan our actions. Thanks.
You know, Indivisible was one of the places, was not the only place people put their energy, but it was an important one. People found other groups too. They found groups that they had affinity for. They coalesced around shared positive values, and they lifted one another up. Relationships were created. And as my friend and organizer extraordinaire, Elaine Johnson says, relationship is everything. Politics with friends puts party into the party system.
Hold on to your vision. Live it, speak it, for the children will listen. My sisters and brothers, won't you rise to your dreams? For the whole world needs you to live your liberty. For there is power in your freedom. There is hope within your dreams. There is movement when you live them. Your vision's what we need. Your vision for the earth now, and the tender care she needs. Your vision for the people. It's time to plant your seed. Now is the time to organize your dreams. Now is the time to give your all. Now is the time to rise up singing. Now is the time you hear your call. We've got to cry out our sorrows. We've got to laugh out our joy. We've got to know one another. The truth we will employ. We've got to stand with the truth now. We've got to sway with the storm. We've got to please guide the children and keep them safe and warm. Now is the time to organize your dreams. Now is the time to give your all. Now is the time to rise up singing. Now is the time you hear your call. We've got to please blend your voices. We've got to sing, please sing out strong. We've got to love, love one another. Please hear our song. Hold on to your vision. Believe in your dreams. Live them, speak them, and see what tomorrow brings.
That song gets me every time. Heather Houston started singing that song when she wrote it during protests against the Iraq War. Anyway, it makes me cry every time. Tonight, let's salute Tony Russomanno, Carol Fuller, Gigi Kelbert, Carolyn Livingston for sharing time, energy, and expertise in prodigious amounts with the Santa Cruz Democratic Party. From events organizing voters, to doing outreach, to creating the website, to keeping the money safe and legal, they have made the Santa Cruz Democrats strong. Also tonight, let's lift a glass to outgoing Chair Coco, who has led us with humor, intelligence, and a velvet gavel. Then take a little time to pat yourself on the back for the part you played in this historic election. Tonight, I'm going to ask you to support the work of the Santa Cruz Democratic Party. Year-round, the Santa Cruz Democratic Party works to educate, engage, and empower voters. Democrats organize voter registration, and we get out the vote. In Santa Cruz County, 170,000 voters are registered. 86% of them voted in the last election. We support affordable housing, libraries, transportation, infrastructure, and social justice. Santa Cruz Democrats work with California State Democratic Party to elect candidates and pass legislation. Our support of breaking the glass ballot has encouraged and elected a number of people to office. Through the Civic Summit, hundreds of high school students were introduced to local elected officials. They began to learn how local government works. They learned how to vote. We endorse and work to elect Democratic candidates who are best suited to serve. It is no accident that so many Democrats hold office in Santa Cruz County. We co-sponsor demonstrations and actions in our community. We support with time, energy, and money the efforts of allied groups like Swing Left that reach out to other parts of the state and country. And of course, we love a good party or a parade. Continue the work that you started when you first marched or wrote a letter or made a call. Bring that energy forward. Join the Santa Cruz Democrats. The chartered Democratic clubs are a great place to start. The Democratic Women's Club, the Pajaro Valley Cesar Chavez Club, the People's Democratic Club, the UCSC Dems, Mid-County Dems, or the Cross and North County Club. All have a place for you. The clubs are open to all Democrats and welcome you and will welcome your membership. All the information you need is on our website. Also tonight, please take a moment to make a donation to the Santa Cruz Democratic Party. Go to our website or make a pledge in the chat, and we'll follow up later. Winning elections is how we make change. As Nancy Pelosi says, elections have consequences. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Now, please enjoy the greetings of some local Democrats, our acting county clerk, Tricia Weber, and our County Clerk Emeritus, Gail Pellerin. And also we have a message from 2nd District Supervisor Zach Friend and from our Assembly Member, Mark Stone. We are so proud to support these Democrats, and we are grateful for the work that they do.
Happy Inauguration Day. I'm Gail Pellerin, the former Santa Cruz County Clerk.
And I'm Tricia Weber, the current Santa Cruz County Clerk. And we are so grateful to be invited to speak today to thank you for everything that you have done for our county over the years, and especially all your hard work to make the November 3, 2020 election such a huge success.
We know it's been a very difficult 12 months. The global pandemic, the ongoing fight for racial justice, the CZU fires here in Santa Cruz County, our struggling economy, the deepening political divide, and the recent assault on our democracy in our nation's capital has shook us to the core. But you are resilient, and you did everything in your power to keep democracy alive in our country.
Thank you for voting in huge numbers, 86.13% turnout.
And thank you for serving in our voter service centers and making sure that voting is accessible to all of our voters.
Thank you for registering voters and encouraging your family, your friends, your neighbors, and strangers to register and vote.
And thank you for making voting cool again.
Thank you for writing letters and posting election information on your social media.
And thank you for donating your time and your money. And thank you for getting out the vote in Georgia. You are all democracy warriors.
As your current nonpartisan county clerk, I can tell you how much I appreciate you being a part of our democratic process and ensuring that the vote in Santa Cruz County is fair, accurate, transparent, accessible, secure, and trusted.
And as your former county clerk, I can say you are all badasses. Thanks for your work. The Democrats now hold the presidency, and we have majorities in the House and the Senate. There is a lot of hard work ahead of us to bridge the divides that we have and to forge a path to serve all Americans. But I believe in our country. I believe in each and every one of you. I believe in the people of Santa Cruz County, and I believe we can restore peace, civility, and justice in our country. So onward together. Cheers and thank you.
Greetings, fellow Democrats. I'm Zach Friend. I just wanted to congratulate all of you on the remarkable successes that we had this election season, and more importantly, thank you for your role in each and every one of them. You know, a lot of our focus was really just getting rid of President Trump, and so we could actually return our country to some sense of normalcy, but we should also recognize the history that was made in large part as a result of the work of grassroots activists, grassroots donors, and those that truly do believe in the Democratic Party and the democratic process, such as yourself. I mean, think about our new vice president and the history we've made there with Vice President Kamala Harris. Think about our new senators in Georgia and the history that is occurring there in Georgia. The fact that we have all three, the House, the Senate, and the presidency, so we can actually start enacting some true positive changes for the American people. This doesn't come from the top, but this comes absolutely from local activists such as yourself. So while today is definitely a day of celebration here at the inauguration, we got a lot of work to do, as we've seen just recently with some of these recent events at the U.S. Capitol and elsewhere. This is a divided country, and the way that we're going to bring it together is through our remarkable policy leadership. I think we can all help contribute to. Absolutely proud of every single one of you. Super proud of our party and the work that we've done. We've got a lot to do now that we're actually in control to make people's lives better. Looking forward to working with each and every one of you to do it. Thank you those that volunteered. I know so many of you that are participating today went to Arizona, went to Georgia. Many of you phone banked that couldn't go, kept safe because of COVID, but you phone banked to Pennsylvania. You texted, you donated money to key races throughout all these swing states. Not only did we restore the blue wall, but you know what? You built a new one. If you think about some of these new states that we won, and we're really looking at the South now as a complete new opportunity as a result of all of your hard work. So here's to the next year. Here's to the next 4 years, and let's do a lot of great things together.
Hi, this is Mark Stone. I'm here to say thank you to all the Santa Cruz County Democrats. This was a big win. Seems like it's a new dawn for us, doesn't it? With 4 years of darkness and heading into now a Biden and Harris administration that should be able to undo some of the damage that had been done over those last 4 years. And in Santa Cruz County, look at the turnout, 85% turnout. What a remarkable job everyone did. And I know a lot of you were working in other states and for other areas to make sure that the right people were elected, whether it's to Congress, the legislature in the state, or certainly our new president and vice president. So congratulations. 2021 will be, well, can't help but be a better year for all of us for so many reasons. But as we're getting the vaccinations coming in finally, and a much brighter future, seems like a clear morning now for us finally. Congratulations and thank you to everyone.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a good time. It's now my honor to introduce our new state senator, John Laird, and our two congresspeople, Anna Eshoo and Jimmy Panetta.
Good evening. This is John Laird, your new state senator, welcoming you to this great celebration tonight on a great day where we celebrate the change in the national administration. But the reason that Joe Biden can put president in front of his name and Kamala Harris can put vice president in front of her name and I can put senator in front of my name is the efforts of hundreds of volunteers and donors that just put out incredible work and support during the recent campaign. Campaigns normally require amazing outreach, phone, door-to-door contributions, putting up signs, and a whole myriad of volunteer and other supportive activities. This year, it was even more dramatic. Without the ability to go door to door for most, if not all of the campaign, it really meant that people had to phone bank, they had to reach into their pockets for a little more for mail, they had to just do much more to get the message out and really convince people that this election was the election that really mattered. And whether it was sending postcards into Georgia or sending postcards into Michigan or calling people in Santa Cruz County or around our area, everybody that is attending tonight made a fundamental difference in the outcome of this election. So I just wanted to stop by to do nothing but to say thank you. This is the day that we get to enjoy the fruits of victory, but we have to recognize it's because of hard work. We have to recognize that it's never permanently won. We're gonna have to fight to keep this, but I just want to look back tonight and thank everybody for what they did to get us here. Thank you, and I look forward to working together, basking in this great glow of victory.
Hi everyone, it's Anna Eshoo here, and it's wonderful to be with you as we celebrate the inauguration of Joe Biden as the next president of the United States and Kamala Harris as our new vice president, the first woman to ever do so. This has been quite a time. I don't need to remind you of that, but these are the things that come to mind. First of all, thank you. Thank you, Coco, for your superb leadership of the party in Santa Cruz County, to all the elected officials that were part of the effort, to all of the magnificent volunteers. You have done something that is so extraordinary. You have ensured our democracy, and our democracy has more than survived. We all know that, thank God. So as we celebrate, I can't help but think of January 5th. January 5th in Georgia, a state that has had the stain on its soul for centuries of anti-Semitism and racism, elected the pastor of Dr. King's church, Dr. Warnick, an African-American minister, and a Jewish man. And then January 6th. And now we're celebrating January 20th. So our democracy is alive and well. You gathered up the votes, the voices of people throughout our Santa Cruz County. Those votes were counted, and they did count. And they still count, and they produced a new administration that we can be proud of, that has character, that have a morality to them in what we do. So our Democratic Party is alive and well, and it's because of you and every single thing you did. It all counted, and now we're celebrating that. So I say God bless each of you, and in your giving, you will receive much back. A government that we can be proud of, a government that's rooted in the great values of our country and in a party that has always carried those values forward. I am so grateful to you. I love each one of you. I love Santa Cruz County. I love the communities and every single person in them. So my heart is overflowing with gratitude more than anything else. And it more than begins with you. So I will carry you to my seat at the inauguration to witness the swearing in. I carry you with me every day, but most especially to this January 20th, 2021. So away we go. New administration. Hope is rising. The sun is rising. Bless you all. I love you and thank you.
Hello, Democrats. It's Jimmy Panetta. What a few weeks it's been. What a year it's been. What an administration that we have had. But thanks to all of you and all of the hard work of Democrats all across the Central Coast, and yes, all across this great nation, this Trump administration is gone. And January 20th is here. President Joe Biden is here. And yes, the first woman of color, Vice President Kamala Harris, is here. Now, trust me, it couldn't have come soon enough. For the last 4 years, we've had a president who tried to do as much damage as possible to who we are and what we stand for as Democrats, but also to who we are and what we stand for as Americans. This president, President Trump, attacked our environment, our rights, our equality, our government. He attacked our democracy. And unfortunately, he did it from within. But we did what we had to do. We held firm. We pushed back. We protected our people. We continued to promote our progressive values. And we continued to put down a solid foundation upon which we can move forward as a party and as a country. See, despite that struggle, we did what Martin Luther King Jr. said to do. We didn't turn on each other. We turned to each other. We didn't divide our party. We unified our party. Now, I know it's not easy all the time, but we realize that's what we have to do. And we did it, and that's why we won. Even in the middle of a pandemic, we got 81 million people out to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Those results were then challenged numerous times and in numerous courts, and those challenges failed. We then had a president who was spreading lies and literally incited a riot to attack the Congress to stop the electoral vote count. But that didn't work either, because despite that riot, we stood firm, and that night we certified the electoral count that Joe Biden won and is president today. So now, with a Democratic president, with a Democratic Senate, and yes, with a Democratic House, we're going to do our damn job. That starts with fixing COVID, with a unified plan to get more vaccines out and into people's arms, passing another stimulus package so that everybody can get back on their feet. It continues, our fight continues with affirmative steps to address the climate crisis, including putting us right back into the Paris Climate Accords and cutting our carbon output. We'll protect immigrants and to provide a pathway to citizenship. And yes, we must tackle the inequality that's in our country. From racial injustice issues by passing the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act to the economic inequality that was made so apparent during this pandemic, with investment in our infrastructure from broadband to safe drinking water and ensuring proper tax reform with things like the Earned Income Tax Credit. And that's just the beginning. We know that. So let me just say thank you, Democrats on the Central Coast, because of your resistance and your persistence at the local and national levels. Because of that, today we start. We start healing. Yeah, we start celebrating, but most importantly, we start reinvigorating ourselves to continue the fight to get things done together for our party, for those who call the Central Coast home, and yes, for the future of our country. So thank you again, and I look forward to our work together as Democrats and as Americans.
There were so many executive orders signed today that did a lot of the work or already addressed some of the issues that Panetta was talking about there. It's very exciting. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about swing left members who wrote 60,000 letters directly to voters throughout the country, 60,000. In the midterms and special elections, carloads of volunteers drove to the Central Valley, Arizona, and Nevada, and they appealed to the hearts and minds of the people who were voting there. In COVID hit, Swing Left became masters of Zoom with phone banks to Arizona and South Carolina and fundraising to help the Native American get out the vote efforts in Arizona. Here are the numbers: 115 events, 2,820 shifts, and an engagement of 604 activists. Arizona went for Biden and Harris by 0.3%. Kelly took the Senate by 2.4%. Jamie Harrison of South Carolina didn't win, he made a dent in it, but now he's the head of the National Democratic Party. Yes. These numbers don't lie. Renee Bosch and his posse of Rhonda Johnson, Mark Zolana, Marie Mead, Jane Egan, they as a team got the job done. And Swing Left indeed did swing it left. We're really proud. You know, millions of acts, of individual acts won this election, the most patriotic and democratic way possible. Local Democrats channeled emotions into actions and our actions into votes using reason, creativity, connection, and determination. You know, leaders emerged. Renee with Swing Left, Gail Pellerin with the amazing Get Out the Vote effort, Angela Marshall and Olivia Millard with Indivisible, and Joy Flynn with Black Lives Matter. New Democratic leaders have been elected: Zaida Coliati, Nancy De La Pena, Adam Spickler, Jen Home, Felipe Hernandez, Faris Sabah, Jimmy Dutra, Zach Friend, Mark Stone, and John Laird are now serving our community. If I missed someone, please call them out for me in the chat. There is a Democratic majority in the House, in the Senate, and the White House. Together, we made it count. It's time to dance.
Now there ain't no reason to just sit and stare. No excuses for your being down. Life for living, yeah, now life for living. Come on and get your share. We are moving in the same direction. We are one but the same bright light. Natural movements that need no correction. All that we need to make it right. Dance to the spin. There's no reason not to. Dance to the spin. It does not take a lot to. Dance to the spin. You don't even need music to. Dance to the spin. Oh, dance to the spin. rhythm in a place I know. Celebramos, ripping off the ceiling, off the ceiling. Y bailamos, so we are dancing, we're dancing with feeling. We are moving in the same direction. We are one with the same red light. Natural movements and no correction. All that we need to make it right. Dance to the spin. Let yourself go. Dance to the spin. It's just a motion, you know. Dance to the spin. It's just the world that you're in. Dance to the spin. Oh, dance to the spin. Come on, dance to the spin. Everybody, dance to the spin. Everywhere you go, dance to the spin. Celebramos, dance to the spin. Y bailamos, dance to the spin. Everybody, dance to the spin. Everywhere you go, dance to the spin. Celebramos, dance to the spin. Y bailamos.
We still share this really beautiful country with us. We share it with people who really seem very far away from us. I mean, that's really shown up in the last couple of weeks, that there are people that start on the same page. As Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. Democrats bring a very, very varied experiences. We don't all think the same thing at the same time. Our ideas form different, our ideas for the path forward are very different from each other sometimes. Politics is messy and contentious. So we have to really work to help understand each other and really choose the path of unity that our new president is asking us to do. Aliza Hava has created a beautiful, beautiful song called Behind Your Eyes that inspires us to take that task and really make it our own and to move ahead as a country. I hope you enjoy it. I find it very inspiring.
Lately, we only disagree, but there's something you should know about me. I don't cave in easily, no matter what you say to me. And I our minds without getting angry, without all the lies. It seems like we don't have the time to sit around in silence or point fingers at the blind. And I will try to see things from your side. What's the path I would choose if I walked in your shoes? We come from different places, seen thousands of faces. I wonder what lies behind your eyes, behind your eyes. Our sight's been blurred by the lines of division. It's the human condition. So will you fight or use your vision? Time to make a decision. Behind your eyes, behind your eyes, behind your eyes, behind your
Whoa, okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Coco Rayner-Walter, the chairperson for the Santa Cruz County Democratic Central Committee, and it always makes me weepy. I just think that that video is so amazing. Anyway, I'm getting a little teary. Sorry. I want to thank everybody. We all worked our proverbial asses off for the past 4 years, and every single one of us stepped up, just stepped up. I am grateful to every single one of you as volunteers, our electeds, and our wonderful musicians who helped us put this thing together. I am just grateful. I'm grateful that we did it. It's not over. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination. We can't just do this for 8 years. We have to do it forever. That's what our democracy and our Constitution says we have to do. So we have to do this all the time. Sorry, little weepy. I'm supposed to tell you 2 things. I'm not supposed to forget. Half of the people who signed up for this event can't watch it because they have no power. So we're going to be putting it on our website so you guys can watch it again for free, and so that the people who did pay for it and everybody else can watch this program, because it's amazing. The Ways and Means Committee did an amazing job on this project, and we meet every Sunday putting this together. Second, we're gonna do it again. We have a gala to put on in March because our gala is in March. And we're thinking about what that entails at this point. So I'm just giving you a heads up that that's kind of where we are. Love you, love all of you for all of the work you've done. You're amazing, every single one of you. Some I know way, 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 way a lot, and some I don't know very much, and some I would love to get to know better. But once again, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, to give us this opportunity to see a better world for our cities, our counties, our states, and the United States. So thank you, everybody, and good night. Bye.